Good morning. I am getting my coffee station ready. As you can see, it's taken me a bit to get going this morning, but I'm finally moving. Got my Advil and Tylenol in me and trying to make this head feel better. Got my espresso machine on. It is still working. That's fabulous. Got my coffee. Put some in my little holder here and I'm just pressing it around. And I may need two hands for this, but I'm gonna put my coffee in there. Yep, need two hands. They just don't make them heavy enough. I always have to use two hands, one to hold the machine, one to twist the part there, and voila. But oh, that's a beautiful sound. I can't wait for a nice cup of coffee. And there we go, it's done dripping. Hallelujah. You know, my hubby brought me a brand new machine for the house because mine was getting a little old, and in this one sometimes it didn't work, but most of the time it did. But he thought just in case, he got me a new one. So this one gets to stay in the shed now, which is coming out really nice. I use my half and half and some stevia. I'll see if one packet's enough today. Oh my gosh, that's just dreamy. Yep, faith does move mountains. I've got the faith. Oh, that's good coffee. So welcome back to the tent on day 2. Yeah, I look pretty crummy. I looked even worse this morning when I first woke up, but I slept okay. Kind of tossing and turning. Some of it was just all the noises in the night that I'm not used to. A lot of critters in the night. Then my chickens woke me up nice and early this morning. I didn't realize how much the house blocks out their noise. And then, of course, tossing and turning from an achy body. Woke up, I had a really bad sinus headache and achy and lots of grody things coming out of my sinuses already. Already colored, already getting thick, and took some Advil again, my 2 Advils and 1 extra strength Tylenol. Drank some water with it, had a little bit of breakfast to help it out, and it's definitely starting to kick in finally. So that's good, thank God, because I was not feeling this morning. But got to hold my doctor. I'm supposed to hear from them any moment. I'm going to talk to them about getting on some type of a medication that allegedly will help the symptoms of this go away quicker, and something to help out with this congestion that's already trying to happen. So I'll show you what's going on in the day. I'm trying to keep myself busy. I'm not good about laying around and doing nothing, so that's been challenging for me already. So anyways, cheers and good morning, and I'll see you throughout the day. This is what it looks like when I'm laying down. So now that I've got things pretty under control with my living space, I am going to go ahead and do like I said last night. I'm going to clear out this weeded area so that way I can have my nice little living room area. And I got my little hard rake there. It's usually how I take care of the weeds, to clear them. And I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, some raking, some trimming of trees slightly, and a little dusting off of furniture, and that is much better. This will make for a very nice front room area. Okay, this is so much better. I mean, not only is it more comfortable, but I can see if little critters are around. Definitely rattlesnakes. You gotta watch out for them at this time of the year for sure. It just feels a lot better. This will help increase some good vibes while I'm not feeling well. And probably I figured what I wanted to do is kind of let you know what went on yesterday as far as once I found out that I had COVID, one of the reasons that I'm doing all this with the camping, or glamping as one of my friends was saying, so true, because I've got it all rigged up to where I'm living pretty decent for living in a tent at the moment. But let me take a drink. What I did is I don't want Paul to get sick. So far he's negative, and I want to keep it that way if we can. His health, he can't afford to be catching this. So what I did is, when I found out that I was positive for COVID yesterday, immediately when I got back home, I opened up the house completely, aired it out all day long while he was at work. I went through, when I was wearing my N95 mask, and I disinfected absolutely everything in the house. Knobs, TV controllers, surfaces of all kinds. I disinfected the couches, just everything and anything I may have touched or breathed on, whatever. So I'm hoping that since he's not positive, that he hasn't had enough exposure. I don't know. But hopefully that will help him stay safe in the house. And he's working really hard right now with his job, and so I want him to be comfortable, get the proper rest, things that like that he needs to be able to continue the things that he needs to do and hopefully stay well. As for me, I love camping, so this was just the way that made a whole lot of sense to me. Hotels are expensive, especially for as many days as I need to quarantine. Plus, thinking of others, if I go to a hotel, I run the chance of exposing other people to the COVID, and some of those people may have compromised health also, and I don't want them to get into jeopardy with their health either. So to me, that's not the right thing to do. It's better off that I just stay here, do the little glamping thing, and just make it the best that I can. So my plan today, I hadn't eaten lunch yet. I don't really have that much of an appetite, but I'm making sure that I'm eating. My mom was so sweet. She went and picked up my new prescription that the doctor's trying me on to see if we can get rid of the COVID like super fast. So while she was out there, she got me a little meal and my caramel macchiato from Starbucks. And so I'm so thankful for that. So I'm taking some time out to eat and drink and try to get this disgusting taste out of my mouth. I'll tell you, what is the name of this? The prescription that they gave me, and read the possible side effects. But one of them, obviously, possibly, is that it gives you a very, very disgusting taste in your mouth. Probably about, I'd say, 25 minutes after I took them or so. After I took these pills, I started having a very nasty taste in my mouth, like as if I was sucking on the pills. Has not left me yet, so I keep trying to drink things, keep trying to get rid of the taste in my mouth. So I'll be reading over these. It's Paxlovid. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I've heard good things about it, so I'm going for it. Take 3 pills twice a day for 5 days. So hopefully within those 5 days, I will start feeling a noticeable difference, that things will start clearing up. I'm told that there is possibly a chance that at the end of the 5 days, I'll be feeling fantastic. But once I stop it, there may be a funny phase that you go through that for 24 hours, suddenly you have COVID-like symptoms. But it only lasts for like 24 hours. And then you go back to being fine. You don't have symptoms. You feel good, blah, blah, blah. So I will keep you informed. So other than getting some nourishment in my body here in a second, and continuing to work on getting this disgusting taste out of my mouth, I'll probably be working on you know, deep watering my vegetable garden, getting a little vitamin D, taking a shower first. I really need to get in the shower. So that's one thing I'll be doing, so I should look a lot better the next time you see me. Looking pretty bad. Anyways, I'll be talking with you in a little bit, let you see what I'm up to, tell you how I'm feeling. Hopefully the pill does okay with my body. Sometimes I am allergic to things, and I never know ahead of time, of course. And I'm allergic to the weirdest things that people normally aren't allergic to. So far, I don't think I'm having that problem. I think the taste in my mouth is probably just a certain side of effect from this medication. As I said, I'll be reading through all the stuff just so I know what's right, wrong, and what I need to look out for. But so far, I don't feel like I'm having any allergic reactions to it. But I'll keep you informed. So, see you in a bit. So this is how I am showering. All right, here Paul was a genius and put in a nice shower. Got my stuff there, towel hanging. I'm set. Well, that's a lot better. Well, now that I'm all showered, I at least feel more human. Got my hat on so I could go water the garden, but I'm just feeling kind of wiped out. So I figured the best thing I can do for myself right now is lay down, try to take a nap, I don't know, or at least just rest my body, and then go water the plants. My poor little veggies kind of look like me, wilted. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I'm laying here trying to rest, at least. I can't seem to fall asleep, but my sinuses and everything are just so achy and horrible that it's hard to rest. So I thought I'd better check with the pharmacist since I'm taking that Paxlovid now, and I'm told that there are a lot of things that this medication will interact with, or should I say won't interact with. It won't be good. So, and I guess there's a huge list of them, so I figure I had better call, and I'm glad that I did. Tylenol, I'll have to stop that while I'm on this, but at least I can take 2 Advil 3 times a day and I'll be okay. So make sure that if you end up with COVID, you can take this medication. Of course, I'll let you know, did it help me, did it not help me? I know I'm just one individual, but it might help in decisions made later with different people. We'll see. But if you do end up taking this medication, I guess it has to be started within 5 days of symptoms. And I don't know if interacts is the right word, but there's a lot of medications you can't take with it. So be sure that you let the pharmacist or your doctor know every little thing that you're taking, even if it's a non-prescription item, even different vitamins, whatever, you know, just to keep you safe. So I figured I'd share that with you, and now I'm going to take some Advil to try to help this. Whatever you do, if you're able to take Advil if you have COVID, don't space it out too long. Oh my gosh, it's been too many hours now and I feel horrible. It's definitely helping. Oh my gosh. So it's nice and cool in the shade now. It's just wonderful temperatures. Although I did end up running a fever a little bit. I don't know what it was earlier when I was feeling at my worst, but it was 100.8 when I finally checked it after the Advil and everything started working some. And so far I've been able to get it down to 100.2, so I'm getting closer. And Mom and Dad just stopped by and dropped off my dinner and some Gatorade. I love them so much. They're so good to me. I mean, look at that. I don't have much of an appetite, but I think I can get that down. She's a good cook. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, my daddy. Well, the sun is going down some, so that's going to help a lot. It's time for me to water these poor little vegetables. They're looking so sad. I'm going to go grab the hose, and I'm going to make these babies so much happier. By morning, I'll show you the difference. They'll be all perked up and happy again. I got to keep them happy. I don't want these cucumbers to get mad and then not form anymore. Look at how good they look. Temperatures, it's nice and cool. It just feels really good. It's pretty hot today. I wouldn't doubt if it got up to be about 104 today. But I went through it. I had got a lot of shade and just taking advantage of that. Now I'm glad that I have that one seating area in the front yard, kind of like my little front room. That'll help a lot. Feeling a little bit better. Got to make sure that I keep up on my Advil. Now that I can't take Tylenol, I have to really make sure that I keep up on it and don't let it lapse. To hopefully keep my fever down for one, and mostly to keep my body from, it was hurting so bad. Just definitely tears were coming down, and I'm not one to cry about stuff. It takes a lot to make me cry. I mean, I run 100-mile races in the mountains. It gotta be tough to do that. Better be tough physically and mentally to get through all that. It definitely goes to show you how much this COVID is kicking my tushy at times. Well, it's almost time to get back into that tent and lay down and relax. Maybe watch some funny shows and try to get some decent sleep tonight. And I will see you in the morning, and I will let you know how I'm doing. I just took the pills again for the evening route. There's still 3 for the evening too. And about the same amount of time, I even tried eating something tonight. I ate like a little Pop-Tart and milk. And oh my gosh, plus the rest of my Gatorade, and I still have this disgusting taste in my mouth. It's just right in the back of my throat. Anyway, oh, well, enough of that. Good night, you guys. Sleep tight. Try to stay well. And I will see you in the morning and tell you how I'm doing again.